This is a LEGO tower demolition simulator where a boy slides as he walks. You will take on the role of a demolition expert, building various mechanical devices to destroy tall towers. The initial level features a flimsy little tower. You drive a small car back and forth, bumping into it a few times, and easily knock it down to unlock the next difficulty. The tower's foundation is upgraded to a 4x4 structure, instantly making it much sturdier. By comparison, your little car doesn't have enough impact force, so you swap in a torque gear to increase its speed and keep ramming the tower. However, the results are minimal. The battery even gets knocked loose. It seems your approach still isn't tough enough, so you modify the front of the car with a sturdier, thicker LEGO Technic brick. This single piece can withstand the force of 5 regular bricks. With the modified dump truck launching another assault, cracks soon begin to appear at the base of the tower. Challenge complete, but don't celebrate just yet, the difficulty is still ramping up. This time the LEGO tower has been upgraded to a 6x6 stud structure, taking its defense to another level. To match this, you specifically add 2 large bricks to your car. But this time, even though the front end was completely smashed, the tower didn't budge at all. Looks like you'll have to develop another demolition device. You thought of the battering rams used in ancient warfare, so you spent 2.5 hours designing a prototype. Its battering ram is topped with a steel ball, capable of delivering a massive blow to the tower, but the swinging force doesn't seem quite strong enough. Thinking back carefully to the details of ancient sieges, soldiers would pull the battering ram far back to build up momentum. So you added a set of clutch gears to store energy for the hammer, and it can automatically release once a certain torque is reached. Thus, the brand new version 2 of the battering ram was born. Let's see how it performs in action. I have to say, upgraded equipment really makes a difference. It's like when I got a new computer, editing became much smoother than before. What do you all do with your old ones after buying something new? Great. I highly recommend you try Zhuan 2. Under the continuous assault of the battering ram, the tower in the 3rd stage also came crashing down. You have successfully completed what seemed like an impossible challenge. But soon, a gigantic tower measuring 8x8 suddenly rose from the ground. Its defenses were ridiculously strong. Your attacks couldn't do any damage at all. Even after adding extra weight, there was still no visible effect. So you have no choice but to come up with an entirely new siege engine. You recall a childhood TV show you watched, Robot Wars, where there was a type of attack using a catapulted iron hammer, extremely fierce and imposing. When that hammer came down, it struck with tremendous force. You can't wait to try out the new machine and see how it performs. Disturbed. Since it doesn't have a reloading function, unless you can settle everything with a single blow, you'll just be left staring helplessly after the strike. So, you modified it using drive gears and ropes. The Haotian Hammer 2 makes its grand debut. With the reload function, it can continuously output to the tower. After dozens of long-range shots, a noticeable crack appeared in the middle of the tower, and the parts at the base became somewhat loose. You ramp up the power for a final blow, and the tower in level 4 collapses with a thunderous crash. However, if the tower is further upgraded into a 10x10 wide structure, how would you deal with it then? Obviously, the Haotian Hammer can no longer keep up with this version. You need to build an entirely new mechanical device. The idea this time is to attack buildings remotely by launching steel balls. You also equipped it with a base that allows the turret to move freely and adjust its elevation angle. Let's see if this device can be effective. Although the damage it causes isn't significant, if you look closely, you can see that the tower's structure undergoes subtle deformations under the impact. As everyone knows, quantitative change leads to qualitative change. If you scratch fast enough, you can still deal massive damage. Although you successfully destroyed the level 5 tower, because it took too long and you had to manually reload the steel balls during the process, the challenge was deemed a failure. So you built an entirely new mechanical device, this time adopting a completely different design concept from before. The main function of this machine is to launch the grappling hook, while the other auxiliary devices are all for adjusting the firing angle. After several attempts, you found the optimal parabolic trajectory and successfully launched the grappling hook to the back of the top of the tower. I have to say, you really are a genius for designing this device. Although at first the weight was too light to pull anything, this problem was easy to fix. Just add more counterweights. Then, with the car running at full power, it directly pulled the entire tower into several pieces. Stage 5 completed perfectly. Now, it's time to take on the final challenge. The 12x12 foundation is rock solid, and with staggered joints for extra strength, it looks just like a LEGO skyscraper. Even with your car fully loaded with counterweights, you still can't pull down this building. It seems that the previous brute force demolition methods won't be very effective here either. So you need to take a different approach and design a truly revolutionary demolition machine. This one is quite different from your previous vehicles just by looking at it. It's hard to guess how it works. So let's jump straight into action and see how this machine brings down the building. It turns out this is a vibration machine that climbs to the top of the building and shakes at a certain frequency, causing the entire structure to resonate. To be fair, the idea is good, but the force seems a bit too weak. It's not enough to shake the building's foundation. So you decide to make some targeted modifications, adding 2 massive swinging hammers with an even more dramatic range of motion. Now, let's start shaking to the rhythm of the music. No, it's not working. It won't shake anymore. This final level is just too hard. Looks like I have to use my ultimate move and prepare for a do or die battle. Congratulations on successfully clearing the final stage. Next you'll face the hidden boss, the Twin Towers. May I ask, how will you take on this new challenge?